No black, no gay, and no Jewish people. That is the rule in this white-only town being built in Arkansas. Nope, this isn't 1950. It's happening right now in 2025 in the Ozarks.
All-white town in Arkansas has failed. Oh, we found a fork in the kitchen. Like, we already knew this was going to happen. They didn't want to move there. They just wanted people to be mad about them moving there. And I was hoping it worked out. I was hoping the whole thing worked out for them so they could all move there. Listen, when they said, hey, let's play some music for you guys, and had to play the banjo. When they said, hey, let's have some food, and it looked like they were eating stale bread, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of Caucasians in America love the idea of separating themselves, but they don't love the actual result of it. They don't realize that the wealth that was built and generated within white America was not through their own fruition, but on the backs and through the blood of other groups of people. Native Americans, Black Americans, and XYZ, everything in between. Their agriculture built on the backs of natives, Latinos, and Black people. Their infrastructure also built by free labor and or cheap labor. Their grants and money received given by the government, the true handout kings. And they don't actually realize every single place that has been all white in history, they don't really realize the fact that it has been destroyed also by them. Before they found other people to oppress and attack, to be honest, all Europeans used to do was just attack each other and be nasty and vile to each other.
Funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas, black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Poo-Poo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, because I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes. I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Cause truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
What do you mean that all white town failed? How could a self-proclaimed superior race fail at anything? It's so many of them that don't want to be around other races. How do you fail at building something for you, by you? If every white racist moved to that town and support that town, y'all should be good. Your own government, your own restaurants, your own little honky-tonks. But you failed. Give black people a chance to do something like that. And don't tear it down and watch what happens. Give Hispanic people a chance to build something like that and watch what would happen without tearing it down. Complain, complain, complain. Jeez.
Welcome to Arkansas, where our famous cuisine is the mayonnaise sandwich. Our education level is the Facebook comment section. And over here, sweetie, evolution is just a suggestion.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, indigenous, black, Asian influences, like, what are they even doing? Like, just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? Like, I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? Like, they're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way, but other than that, just let them have their experiment. They'll find out.
So a bunch of whitey people decided to create a community only for white people. And my very first thought was, what a fucking brilliant idea. And quite frankly, why are there not more people doing this? Because think about it. Literally all the racists in one place. Somewhere we can all avoid. That sounds like a fucking win-win to me. Now, of course, I have questions. Does this mean that they only stay in that particular community? They don't travel anywhere else? Because honestly, if they're traveling, then what's the fucking point? If they're traveling out of that community, what's the fucking point? Or is the intention to make it completely self-reliant and then so that they don't actually have to move out of the area at all? Because that's the thing. They all need to stay where they are. They can go to each other's houses if they want a good time. I mean, as for seasoning, we know that's never going to fucking happen, but that's okay. They're amongst friends, it really doesn't matter. Salt and pepper will be just fine. They don't need any of the fucking spices, Jesus. So the group itself they're called Return to the Land, which the fucking irony of these fucking interlopers. But anyway, that's by the by. And they are in the Ozark Hills, so the community is going to be kind of there somewhere, I guess. But I think it's a genius idea. I think more racist whitey people should do the same. And I think they should stay exactly where they were. Do not travel, do not go anywhere. Just mingle with each other. I mean, we know what happens when that happens. I fully expect the domestic violence stats to go massively up because at the end of the day, they will have literally nobody else to pick on other than themselves. And once that happens, they will look to their kids and they will look to their wives. It is what it is. I'm fully expecting the domestic violence stats to go way up. Way up. And I'll be keeping an eye on that. But anyway, I think it's a win-win. I think it's a great idea. And I think more people should move there.
So they're doing a whites-only community in Arkansas and the fucking Ozarks. A whites-only community in Arkansas. This is where we're at in America today. Like, what the fuck do you mean you don't want to be around people that look like me? Us brown people are fucking cool as hell. Positive vibes, good food, beautiful people. Like, what the fuck do you mean you guys want to live in a whites-only community in fucking America in the year 2025? What had to happen in your childhood or growing up that as adults you guys decided you guys want to live in a whites-only community? Doesn't that sound fucking stupid? How racist do you have to be to want to live in a whites-only community? I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but even if I was white, that sounds lame as fuck. Like, I would never want to do some shit like that. That sounds fucking boring.
No black, no gay, and no Jewish people. That is the rule in this white-only town being built in Arkansas. Nope, this isn't 1950. It's happening right now in 2025 in the Ozarks. A group called Return to the Land has built what they proudly call a whites-only community on 160 acres in the Ozarks. They've got cabins, roads, fences, wells, community center, and even a private schoolhouse, all for people who pass their strict racial and cultural tests. To live there, you must be white with European ancestry, straight, Christian, and you cannot be black, Jewish, LGBTQ, or follow a non-European religion. They vet applicants with video interviews, and some are even asked to prove their ancestry. The founders, Eric Orwell and Peter Sears, say that they want to create a, quote, Fortress for the white race. In their own words, you want a white nation, build a white town. Now, here's the thing. They're calling it a private membership association to dodge federal housing laws. Basically, they sell membership shares through a company called Wisdom Woods LLC. And rather than traditional deeds, which they claim makes them exempt from anti-discrimination laws like the Fair Housing Act. And shockingly, well, maybe not, there's already 40 people living on the site and hundreds more worldwide are applying. They say they have things like goat herding, homeschool programs, flute recitals, and even a white baby bounty, basically rewarding white females for having more children. And I saw one of their interviews and even their dog is white. And get this, they're not stopping in Arkansas. They've already announced plans to expand into Missouri near Springfield. Now, civil rights groups like the NAACP and Anti-Defamation League and state officials are calling it what it is, a modern-day experiment in segregation, racism, and legal loopholes. Arkansas's Attorney General is investigating, but as of right now, this community is still operating, still growing, and still recruiting. This isn't just a hate group in the woods, you guys. It's a test case to see if they can build a future where civil rights laws don't apply, as long as they call it private. This is insane.
There is an all-white town being built in Arkansas right now, and I feel like it's not being talked about enough. I've seen it maybe one time, and that's it. In this town, there's no African-American people allowed, there's no gay people allowed, it's just white. And in the interview that the one news reporter is having with the guy, he's basically like, yeah, see, like, we're building a culture where we can control who our neighbor is. Just him using the word control in general, it's just like, oh, okay, so this is like just literally to have control over anyone that doesn't look like you or have the same, I guess, life as you. I'm just like curious, like, how is this like actually a thing that's happening? Because at first I looked at it and I was like, no, this has to be a joke. But then I actually looked into it and it's actually a thing that's going on right now and it's not being talked about. They're quite literally starting segregation again. So it's called Return to the Land. You mean the indigenous land. The name in itself is crazy.
Whites only community. Only white people are gonna be allowed. Probably shouldn't listen to that. So only white people are gonna be allowed. What do you mean people aren't mad about that? Okay, but they're supposed to get really mad about it. Well, how about not just only whites, but no Jews either. We want whites only that are non-Jews. And we have the best attorney. Nobody's suing us over this? What do you mean nobody cares? Just laughing? No, I mean, Arkansas, the great state of northern Arkansas, who doesn't want to come to this community of ours? No one wants to come to Arkansas. The real estate agent told us everyone wanted that piece of property. Okay, well, so we'll just start in Arkansas, then we're gonna move to Missouri. Missouri's even prettier. Still nobody? How about I say it louder? Whites only community. We're gonna broadcast it, let everyone know, only whites, non-Jewish. How segregated can we get this? Still no, okay, so we'll call this whole thing Return to the Land. Does that make people mad? It does, because it's funny coming from white people returning to a land that was never theirs. Okay, so we'll call it Return to the Land. We'll start in Arkansas, expand to Missouri. What if we say we're gonna go into all 50 states? Does that make people mad? They're still ignoring us. How is the top liked comment, no one gives a shit? Okay, well we need to set up some interviews. The second most liked comment is Good Riddance Whiteys. Okay, now I'm offended. We need to get this on national news because we want people pissed off, because that's the only way we can feel anything emotionally, you know. Who's gonna build our homes? What about the Mexican restaurants? Who's gonna open and run those? I don't know if we thought this all the way through.